Okay, guys, we got a little football. The Lions and Chiefs enter Saturday's divisional round matchups as heavy favorites to advance to their respective conference championships. According to ESPN Analytics, the Lions have a 26% chance to hoist the Lombardi Trophy this February. D. Wood is in the house. I found myself a friend. How we doing? Good to see you.
I'm well. How you doing?
I'm great. We needed another Super Bowl champ on this set.
You look dapper. That's how
I know I do. I know I do.
That's how you supposed to
I know I am.
You got the memo.
You telling me something I already know.
You know better.
What you doing wearing them glasses? Why you wearing them glasses? All of a sudden you studious now? Like, I don't hardly ever see you wearing glasses. Now you want to put glasses on. What's that all about?
Man, the eye doctor told me I got to wear these glasses, man.
Oh, no.
Don't get me started, man.
Man.
Hey, Stephen A., what do you think he's slick? It's past his anniversary. He was expecting a big collection today. That's all it is.
I'm passing that collection plate now. You know that.
There we go.
All right.
Go ahead, Molly. Molly, get an attitude with us. Go ahead, Molly.
I'm not getting attitude. I just actually like football, and I want to talk about these playoffs, the wild card, divisional round, all of that. Okay, but I'm glad I know about your eye. I'm glad I know about your eye doctor now, so I'm good. We got that out of the way. Stephen A., who's more on upset alert, the Chiefs or Lions?
The Lions, and I only say that because I'm giving the Texans zero chance against the Chiefs. Zero. I mean, it was a nice season. You know, they've had a lot of injuries, and we get that. If Dell and Diggs and those brothers were available, I'd feel differently. But no, they don't have a chance against they don't have a chance against the Kansas City Chiefs. That's why I say that with the Commanders, we're sitting there raving about Jaden Daniels and how mercurial he is and what he has the potential to pull off and do, even though I expect the Lions to win this game. But you know what? This brother's something special. Not to say that C.J. Stroud is not, because I know that he is. But I think that when you look at the Houston Texans, I don't see them. I give them no chance of beating the Kansas City Chiefs this upcoming weekend. I give the Commanders a very, very slight chance because obviously all the injuries that the Detroit Lions have suffered, even though they're going to be at home, I just think that the Commanders have a better chance of winning than the Texans do.
I give both teams a milk chance, which is 2%. But if I had to lean one way or another, I'd probably go to the Texans for the simple fact their defense. They can get after the quarterback with Hunter and with Will Anderson Jr. I like that. They got Stingley Jr. on the outside, who's had an unbelievable season. They got Aziz Al-Shir back, who's playing really, really well. And so that would be the advantage. I don't know if they have enough offensively. Like you mentioned, Stephen, if they had with Nico Collins and they had a Tank Dell and they had a Diggs, I would say, you know what, Stephen A., because Joe Mixon can run the football so they can play action off of that. But C.J. Stroud has found a little of a turnover bug. And the one thing you cannot do against Kansas City, especially on the road, is turn the football over, because they turn those turnovers into points, and the next thing you know, you get run out of the building. So I don't believe either team is going to get upset, but I would give a slight nod to the Houston Texans, because I believe their defense is slightly better than the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, listen, I agree. I think that, first of all, I don't think either road team was going to go in and win against the Chiefs or the Detroit Lions. But I will say, when you watch the Houston Texans, particularly, the game against the Los Angeles Chargers, the one thing that jumped out, watching that game was how much they got after the quarterback. In the playoffs, there's a few things that you need in the playoffs. You need to be, obviously, you got to have a quarterback. You need to be able to run the football, and you got to have guys that can go after and get after the opposing quarterback. The Houston Texans, they got that, okay? Shannon Sharpe talked about it. Will Anderson Jr., Daniil Hunter. They got premier guys that can get after, Patrick Mahomes. The question is going to be, can they get him on the ground? Because Patrick Mahomes is so much of a magician back there in the pocket that it just seems like hardly anyone can get after him. But if you look at the Chiefs, what's their one weakness on their team? It's their tackles on the offensive line. So to me, that's why if I had to pick one, I would go with the Houston Texans for that specific reason only.
Can't knock what y'all saying because you're talking about the ability to get at the quarterback, but I'm thinking about a guy like Patrick Mahomes finding a way. And then I'm looking at Houston's offense, and I'm wondering what they're going to do against Kansas City's defense, and I don't have that much faith. Whereas I look at the Commanders, you look at the Lions with their plethora of injuries, what's one of the things that they've been susceptible to? They've been susceptible to a mobile quarterback this season. And I think that you've got to pay attention to that when you take into account Jaden Daniels. That's why I'm at where I'm at with that.
All right. You can't find a way, make a way. Coming up, a big update out of Big D surrounding the future of Mike McCarthy. We're talking your Cowboys, Stephen A. Don't miss this after this very quick break.